So apparently the trendy thing to do at the end of each year is to do a roundup video of all your videos. That seems like it should be quick, but it's really not. You may have noticed that I stopped using the 1 to 10 scale for reviewing the quality of an anime. It just didn't fit with the rest of the style of the show. Now I'm not going to resurrect that here, but I'm going to do something similar with a couple of adjustments. Roca, Braves of the Six Flowers. The first review that I made that actually seen the light of day. This was back when I was still using Windows Movie Maker to make videos. I am so glad that I moved away from that as early as I did, because it was slow and unnecessarily painful. The anime takes a left turn at episode 4 and turns into a locked room puzzle. The room, in this case, is a forest, and the door is a magical temple. It is basically a convoluted way to force the different characters to fight each other. I will say that the ending is satisfying, but the show is full of inconsistencies. The show itself is good for a watch, so I'll leave this at a rating of watch it. Good Luck Girl. This anime is goofy and slapstick. It is funny and has some feels in it. I give it a watch it rating because sometimes a simple and fun show is really all that you're looking for. 91 Days. Dark, gritty, blood-filled, and wonderful. The ending is very, very satisfying and fits with the rest of how the show goes. I wouldn't say that I enjoyed this anime, but I am glad that I finished it. I'm giving this one a watch it rating. Phantom, Requiem for the Phantom, is a long and strange anime. It feels a lot like 91 Days, but set in the late 80s or 90s. This anime is longer than 91 Days and isn't nearly as dark. If you're looking for a non-gangster version of 91 Days or a more modern-day version of Ghost in the Shell, then Phantom may scratch that itch. All in all, it ends very satisfactorily, but it could have been better. I'll give this one a not bad rating. God Eater. It's pretty. That's really about it. The main character is supposed to have a dramatic story arc, but it's predictable and not really all that tragic. Honestly, Good Luck Girl hit me in the feels far more often and easily than God Eater did. And the characters in God Eater fall into easily guessed tropes really, really early on. If you want more than just spectacle from your anime, then I can easily leave this at a not worth it rating. Dance with Devils. Now, I talked to one of my friends who's into the otome, or those girl dating guy video games. I was informed that not only is it a boring and uninspired anime, but the manga and the game are just as poorly executed. I will say that I like the idea that the magic in the world is cast by singing, which is a nice way of forcing the casting to be noticed, except that the singer doesn't have to be seen or heard for the magic to take effect, which completely negates my previous point. For all parts of this, I give a rating of not worth it. Blood of Oars. This anime takes a great premise, and then systematically throws away or destroys any interesting bits that it had. Then they take what's left, they poorly script it, animate it, and color it, so even the dregs at the bottom of the barrel were not worth looking at. I honestly dropped it at episode 5. Rating? Avoid it. Trickster. Well colored, animated, and paced anime with lots of action, supernatural elements, violence, and a good bit of heart. This anime is better than I had hoped Blood of Oars would be. It is smart, funny, and more or less episodic. It's not too heady, but it's certainly an anime that I would give a worth it rating to. Premise. It's not an anime. This episode is actually the premise for the show, the reason why I'm making it the way I'm making it, so I may be biased, but watch it? Magical Girl Raising Project. There was a lot of potential here, like a Disney kid star before they got into drugs. It could have been great, and then things got needlessly dark after throwing away all the work that got it there. I haven't watched the rest of it, and I probably won't. Still, it's pretty, stylized, and it's animated well. I'll give it a not bad rating. Yuri! On ice. It's not nearly as ecchi or yaoi as I thought it would be. I haven't finished this anime. I've been kind of busy lately, but I will certainly say watch it, as it is one of the best animes that I reviewed in 2016. Dog Days. I'm not gonna lie, I completely forgot about this anime. I had to go back and watch my own review to familiarize myself with it. I remember feeling fairly meh about it. I'll give it a not bad rating for now, as I don't really anticipate anything special or particularly terrible about it. Relife. I'm not spoiling anything here, but I was so close to being right on this one. Honestly, I'm a little annoyed with how they handled the characters, but it makes enough sense to be plausible. All in all, I like the concept, I like the way that the show played out, but I didn't like the magical nature of the pills that they take. I'll still say watch it, as it was an anime I was glad to finish. Misawa Gakuen. Boobs. You like boobs? Needlessly bouncy boobs with fan service that powers them up? Then feel free to watch it. As for me, I'll say it's not worth, as there's nothing new, creative, or redeeming about this show's concept or execution. Showman Sample. It's clever, it's funny, and I enjoyed it. There is ecchi, but most of that is due to the women in the anime and not the main character himself. He isn't a pervert, and I am rooting for the maid. Watch it. Kaijo. Pervy? Yes. Ecchi? Not as bad as you think. I didn't watch any more of this anime than the first 3 episodes, as holiday time is chaotic neutral at best. I honestly am probably not going to finish it, as it's a sport anime, Strike 1, focusing on boobs and butts, Strike 2, with a main character that reminds me a lot of a gender-bent Naruto, Strike 3. Still, as of the 3rd episode, it isn't needlessly ecchi so far, and it's fairly well written, so I'll leave it with a not bad rating. Hioki. This is my favorite anime of all time. Watch it. Watch it now. Go. Go watch it. I'm not going to pretend to be unbiased here. I will fanboy this anime until the credits roll.